Ricky Pearsall set for NFL debut after gunshot wound. San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall will make his NFL debut in Sunday's Week 8 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Just under 2 months after suffering a gunshot wound during an attempted robbery. Coach Kyle Shanahan confirmed the news on Friday. Pearsall, a first-round draft pick in April, returned to practice this week for the first time since his injury on August 31, when he was shot in the chest. After the incident, he was briefly hospitalized but made a remarkable recovery, avoiding severe damage to vital organs, a situation described by General Manager John Lynch as nothing short of miraculous. Lynch noted earlier that Pearsall was trending positively and commended his determination to return to the field. To Ricky's credit, after a horrific situation, he responded extremely well physically and attacked the work to get himself back. Lynch said, with his return to practice, Pearsall now has 3 weeks to be activated from the reserve, non-football injury list, or he would face missing the rest of the 2024 season. His debut is a testament to his resilience and determination after a traumatic experience. Jay Cutler arrested in Tennessee for DUI and gun possession. Former NFL quarterback Jay Cutler was arrested in Franklin, Tennessee, on Thursday night, facing multiple charges including DUI, failure to exercise due care to avoid a collision, implied consent, and possession of a handgun while under the influence, as reported by Fox 17 in Nashville. According to the arrest affidavit, a driver reported that Cutler's vehicle rear-ended him and then attempted to flee the scene. The driver also alleged that Cutler offered him $2 to not contact the police. When officers approached Cutler, they observed signs of impairment. He was reportedly staggering and swaying while walking and exhibited slurred speech. He refused to take a sobriety test and denied being involved in a crash. During the investigation, police found a loaded Glock handgun in the center console of Cutler's vehicle, along with a rifle in the backseat. Cutler, who starred at Vanderbilt University from 2001 to 2005 and was named the SEC Offensive Player of the Year in 2005, was selected by the Denver Broncos with the number 11 overall pick in the 2006 NFL Draft. He spent 3 years in Denver, had a Pro Bowl season in 2008, and was later traded to the Chicago Bears, where he played for 8 seasons. After a brief stint with the Miami Dolphins in 2017, Cutler retired from professional football. This incident adds to a tumultuous post-NFL chapter for Cutler, who has kept a relatively low profile since his retirement. George Pickens hints at Steelers' QB decision for Week 7 against Jets. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in the spotlight as they prepare to face the New York Jets on Sunday Night Football, and there's speculation about a potential quarterback change. Although head coach Mike Tomlin has remained tight-lipped about officially naming a starter, wide receiver George Pickens may have let the cat out of the bag. Pickens mentioned to reporters that he spent extra time with veteran Russell Wilson after practice, saying, "This is his first start," suggesting that Wilson could be taking over the starting role. Tomlin confirmed he knows who will start but wants to keep that information in-house, emphasizing that both quarterbacks have looked sharp during practice. The idea of switching from Justin Fields to Wilson comes as a surprise, especially since Fields has led the Steelers to a 4-2 record this season. Fields has been productive, throwing for 10 touchdowns against just 2 interceptions while completing a career-high 66.3% of his passes. He has also recorded at least 2 touchdowns in each of the last 4 games. Addressing the possibility of being benched, Fields acknowledged, "I don't think I played good enough, if I'm being real with you," highlighting that his performance could be better, even though the team has enjoyed some success. With kickoff approaching, all eyes will be on the Steelers' quarterback situation, and whether Tomlin will stick with Fields or hand the reins to Wilson. NFL Week 7 Injury Report. Key updates ahead of Sunday games. As Week 7 of the NFL season approaches, several key players are dealing with injuries that could impact their team's performances. Here's the latest on notable injuries across the league. New England Patriots vs Jacksonville Jaguars, -6, in London. Patriots. OT Vidarian Lowe, ankle, out. RB Ramondre Stevenson, foot, questionable, practiced fully Friday. CB Jonathan Jones, shoulder, questionable. Others: AUG Michael Jordan, LB Sione Takitaki, CB Marco Wilson, LB Curtis Jacobs, questionable. Jaguars: RB Travis Etienne Jr., hamstring, questionable, limited practice. CB Tyson Campbell, quad, questionable. Seattle Seahawks at Atlanta Falcons, -3. Seahawks: OT Stone Forsythe, hand, out. CB Trey Brown, ankle, out. CB Tariq Woolen, ankle, out. S. Jarek Reed II, ankle, out. Falcons: OLB Lorenzo Carter, concussion, out. ILB Troy Anderson, knee, out. S. Justin Simmons, hamstring, questionable. Tennessee Titans at Buffalo Bills, -9.5. Titans: DeKeandre Coburn, knee, out. RB Tyjae Spears, hamstring, out. WR Treylon Burks, knee, out. QB Will Levis, shoulder, questionable. Bills: RB Darrington Evans, hamstring, doubtful. S. Mike Edwards, illness, questionable. Cincinnati Bengals, -6, at Cleveland Browns. Bengals: CBDJ Ivy, knee, questionable. Browns: RB Jerome Ford, hamstring, out. RB Nick Chubb, knee, expected to play. Others: LB Jordan Hicks, RB Nyheim Hines, C. Ethan Pochik, questionable. Houston Texans at Green Bay Packers, -3. Texans: LB Azeez Al-Shaair, knee, out. Others: WR Steven Sims, DT Folorenzo Fatukasi, questionable. Packers: DL Devontae Wyatt, ankle, out. WR Dontavion Wicks, shoulder, questionable. Miami Dolphins at Indianapolis Colts, -3. Dolphins: S. Javon Holland, hand, doubtful. Others: WR Odell Beckham Jr., OT Austin Jackson, questionable. Colts: RB Jonathan Taylor, ankle, out. Others: WR Michael Pittman, T. Braden Smith, questionable. Detroit Lions at Minnesota Vikings, -2.5. Lions: AUG Christian Mahogany, illness, out. Others: CB Carlton Davis II. AUG Kevin Zeitler, questionable. Vikings: TJ Hawkinson, knee, questionable. RB Aaron Jones, hamstring, likely to play. Philadelphia Eagles, -3, at New York Giants. Eagles: Tay Dallas Goedert, hamstring, out. Others: CB Eli Ricks, CB Darius Slay, questionable. Giants: P. Jamie Gillen, hamstring, out. Others: OLB Brian Burns, DL Dexter Lawrence II, questionable. Las Vegas Raiders at Los Angeles Rams, -7. Raiders: LB Tommy Eichenberg, quad, out. WR Jacoby Myers, ankle, doubtful. Rams: WR Cooper Kupp, ankle, questionable. Carolina Panthers at Washington Commanders, -9. Panthers: RB Jonathan Brooks, knee, out. WR Deontay Johnson, ankle, questionable. Commanders: RB Brian Robinson Jr., knee, questionable. Kansas City Chiefs at San Francisco 49ers, -1.5. Chiefs: DeMike Donna, pectoral, out. WR Juju Smith-Schuster, hamstring, questionable. 49ers: WR Jawan Jennings, hip, out. CB Darrell Luter Jr., pelvis, questionable. New York Jets, -1.5, at Pittsburgh Steelers. Jets: CB Michael Carter II, back, out. Tay Tyler Conklin, hip, questionable. Steelers: RB KR Cordero Patterson, ankle, out. Others: WR Roman Wilson, DT Montravius Adams, questionable. Monday Night Football: Baltimore Ravens, -3, at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ravens: relatively healthy. Only LB Malik Harrison, groin, is questionable. Buccaneers: WR Mike Evans, hamstring, and CB Jamel Dean, hamstring, are both out. Monday Night Football: Los Angeles Chargers, -2, at Arizona Cardinals. Chargers: notable absences include edge rusher Joey Bosa, hip, and WR Quentin Johnston, ankle. Cardinals: WR Marvin Harrison Jr., concussion, was a full participant and is expected to play. NFL Week 7 bold predictions. Can Goff lead Lions to victory? Introduction. As we dive into Week 7 of the NFL season, surprises are in store. Here are 5 bold predictions that could redefine the landscape of the league. 1. Jared Goff powers Lions to upset victory over undefeated Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings, currently 5-0, have dominated the competition, trailing for only a short time all season. However, this week, they'll face a formidable challenge from Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. Goff has been exceptionally effective against Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores' blitz-heavy scheme, remaining unscathed in previous matchups. With an incredible 2-game stretch where he's completed 36 of 43 passes for 607 yards and 5 touchdowns, Goff is set to hand the Vikings their first loss of the season. 2. Daniel Jones ends touchdown drought at home. New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones has faced significant criticism, especially for failing to throw a touchdown in his last 5 home games. However, he will break that streak against the Philadelphia Eagles, who have struggled with turnovers this season. Expect Jones to find the end zone at MetLife Stadium, finally delivering a much-needed performance for his fans. 3. Myles Garrett goes sackless again against Bengals. Cleveland Browns star edge rusher Myles Garrett has been dominant this season but will hit a snag against Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Despite Garrett's impressive career stats against Cincinnati, he'll face challenges from the Bengals' strong offensive line, with Orlando Brown allowing minimal pressures this season and Burrow's quick release. Garrett will extend his sack drought for another week. 4. Aaron Rodgers breaks 300-yard barrier against Steelers. After a surprising 28-game streak without reaching 300 passing yards, Aaron Rodgers is set to change that narrative against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Despite the Steelers' strong pass defense, Rodgers will capitalize on his chemistry with Davante Adams and Garrett Wilson to finally surpass the 300-yard mark, showcasing that he still has the arm to produce big numbers. 5. Josh Allen maintains interception-free streak against Titans. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen has impressed this season with a remarkable interception-free streak. This week, he faces a challenging Titans defense known for its stinginess. However, Allen will continue to showcase his improved decision-making, extending his streak to 7 games without an interception, while leading the Bills to a crucial victory. Conclusion. These bold predictions highlight the unpredictability of the NFL and the potential for significant outcomes in Week 7. Whether it's Goff's mastery over the Vikings or Rodgers finally breaking his streak, expect excitement as teams battle for supremacy. Call to action. Stay tuned for more insights and predictions as the NFL season unfolds. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss an update.